Hey cultivator, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about how to find and snag dream job opportunities that are remote. I have so many of you telling me that you want to be able to work remotely because of the flexibility, the autonomy, or simply maybe because you just don't want to deal with coworkers on a day-to-day. There are so many opportunities that are remote these days, especially as technology gets more and more advanced, and also because a lot of companies are starting to recognize that employees want to work remote. They want that flexibility, they want that option, and in order to capture and retain them, they're being a lot more receptive towards remote work. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the various ways that you can find and land dream job opportunities that are remote. One of the things I love most about remote work is the flexibility that goes into it. When you think about remote work, there's so many opportunities. You can work for a company that has a 100% remote workforce, or you can find a role that allows you to work remote, meaning you don't need to be there hands-on in the laboratory or meeting clients all the time. So really start to paint a picture of what kind of remote work you want, and is it full-time, is it part-time, is it a freelance basis? There's so many ways to start creating remote work for yourself. So get clear on what it is you want, what kind of structure. Another thing to consider too is, are you a morning person or do you like to sleep in? If you're a morning person living on the East Coast, for instance, you probably want to stick to companies that are on the East Coast. But if you like to sleep in, such as myself, perhaps you're finding an opportunity with a company on the Pacific Coast. So by the time they start, it's already like noon your time. So there's a lot of really great ways to get clear and really paint that picture of what it is you want, because with this in mind, we can then move on to step number 2 in the process, which is actually identifying the ways to get in front of these different opportunities. All right, now that we have a bit of clarity on what it is we're aiming for, it is now time for the real fun to begin. It's time to take a look at what opportunities are the right match for you. So I want to just share really quickly that down below in the description box, I've linked the blog article to this video, so you can actually click on the hyperlinks of the various resources I'm about to outline. But really, when you think about it, there are so many ways to find remote jobs because, again, there are so many companies that are offering remote positions these days. So one of the best things you can do is, one, Google search companies that are 100% remote, meaning all of their entire workforce is working remotely, and perhaps they have an annual or biannual company retreat where everybody comes together. But for the most part, their positions are just 100% remote across the board. The second thing that you can do is really take advantage of the advanced search filter parameters on job boards such as Indeed and LinkedIn. On these specific job boards, there are boxes that you can mark, I only want to see remote positions. Another really great resource and tool, believe it or not, is Facebook groups. There are a ton of Facebook groups that are designed just to promote remote work positions. Take a look again at the list of resources that I've outlined in the blog article. And finally, don't discount LinkedIn. Again, LinkedIn is the single most powerful tool for your job search. You can find exactly who the hiring manager of a position is or who works at a specific company with their exact contact or channel to contact them. So if you have a company that you really, really admire, you know you really want to help one organization, don't discount the power of having a really powerful LinkedIn profile and a really powerful message to just introduce yourself and get that conversation started. You never know what opportunities are just waiting to be snatched up by you, but it all goes back to being visible so a company knows that you exist and what your skill sets are and what it is you're looking for and how you can help them. One final tip I have for you, and this is really great for those of you who love in-person connections, is to scope out your local co-working spots, whether it be WeWork or another co-working organization. A lot of these co-working spots have startups that have very flexible operations, and or there are employees of larger organizations who are renting out these spaces on a monthly basis because they just want to be a part of an environment and team. So it's a really great place to network and see what kind of companies are in there, because likely there's an opportunity to work remotely with one of these organizations. Don't discount in-person networking, and again, just sharing with everybody out there what it is you're looking for. Going back to the clarity piece, you just never know who knows of an opportunity that matches what you're looking for. All right, now that you have identified the opportunities and the companies that are able to hire remote positions, it is now time to start preparing for those interviews. I cannot emphasize enough that the more you're working remotely, the more you need to be able to display the following characteristics. 1, you're independent. 2, you're a self-starter. 3, you're highly motivated. 4, you're really organized. And 5, you are very reliable. If you can do all of these things and sprinkle them throughout your entire application process and journey, you will be successful in the hiring process. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified when I release this video next week. Until then, I hope that you continue to cultivate your career and life.